Hey guys, I'm here back at Ocean Aesthetics in Santa Monica to see Nurse Pam today for my post-Tribrid follow-up. However, I might try to sneak in some under eye filler today, but we'll see if she has the time. I'm always in this chair. This is my home. This is my house. Hey guys, I'm here at Ocean Aesthetics with Nurse Pam for my post-Tribrid follow-up. We're going to be taking a look at my skin to see where we want to go from here and make sure that everything's turning out the way that my provider anticipated. And I might want to do some other things while I'm here today, so we'll see if she's in the mood.
All right, I wanted to ask you, how's the experience though?
I have to say, because we were more aggressive, my downtime was like 15% more, which was to be expected.
I mean, I'm looking at you right now. Definitely the redness has gone down a little bit more.
Yeah, one thing everyone should know, I take a really long time to heal from anything that I get done. My skin always recovers fully. Anything that causes my skin to be red, it always lasts forever on me. I mean, if you look at me wrong, my face is red. You touch my skin, my face is fire engine red. So, you know, that was to be expected. Pam knows that about me. So some areas were red for longer, and that's certainly unique to me.
So, I mean, I'm assessing your skin right now. Definitely the pore size. Getting better.
Definitely more
refined. And I see a little glow, you know. Definitely that's what we want. Summer is coming. We want to start doing things now before it starts to get warm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's 90 degrees all week.
Well, you know, that's California for you. We're not going to complain.
Yes. It's California. 1 minute it's 50 degrees and then the next it's 100. What I noticed the most, the luminosity in my skin, but the lines in my forehead are a lot less apparent. They're still there because, you know, I'm not doing Botox, but they're a lot more improved. I have many months to go before my collagen induction is fully come to fruition. So, you know, I still have even more results to come.
So yeah, that's the beauty of Tribrid. It's a gift that keeps on giving. So then now that I've assessed the skin, I know you want me to do a little tweaking here and there to make you even more perfect.
Yes, there's a long road ahead for us on that one, but yes.
So we're going to do some tweakings. You know, he wants me to do a little bit on his under eyes. So.
Yes, I want some under eye filler today. Okay. I've actually only done it one other time with you.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I don't like to put too much filler in my face, just bits here and there, but I don't like to really do big overhauls or anything. I find that just doesn't look right on my structure. But my under eyes are definitely lacking volume. When I had done it with her the last time, we did a really small amount, but it made such a big difference. We did the medial portion of my under eye, and I know there's a lot of people out there saying never get under eye filler, it always goes bad, or it causes migration and all this crazy crap, which it absolutely can if you're using A, the wrong product, B, the wrong provider, which is probably A, the wrong provider, B, the wrong product.
That should be number one.
Yes. C, the wrong placement. There's so many variables when it comes to filler, and you really need to absolutely make sure that you have the right provider that knows what plane of skin to inject in and what product is going to be best for that person's skin. For instance, I like Restylane products under my eyes,
me too.
but Restylane doesn't necessarily go for somebody else's skin or their anatomy.
Yep.
So I'm ready for some more filler under my eyes.
Okay, let's do it. Let me clean you up.
Yeah, get the sandblaster. Get the pressure washer. Okay guys, here we go. So now Nurse Pam is creating a small entry point or port in the mid-face. This is where she'll be able to introduce the cannula and use it to access the areas underneath my eyes. One of the things that I really appreciate about having my under eyes treated this way is that she can actually approach both the medial and the lateral areas of the tear trough through this entry point, rather than making multiple injection sites directly around the eye. And throughout the process, she'll periodically have me sit up and take a look in the mirror so we can assess the progress together. I actually really love this part because it makes the treatment feel very collaborative. I can see what she's seeing, we can talk about how things are looking, and she can make adjustments based on what we're both seeing together. And I think that's especially important with filler because there really isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Small changes can make a pretty significant difference in an area like the under eye. So it's not just, okay, we're going to put this much filler here. It's much more of an ongoing conversation between the two of us, and I really appreciate being part of that decision-making process. After spending a couple hours working through the treatment, we're finally at a point where we're happy with everything. But I really appreciate how much time and attention Nurse Pam puts into making sure everything is balanced and looks natural. 5 hours later, hi guys. We're both tired of
It takes 5 hours to do under eyes.
Yeah. Okay, hey guys, so we just finished doing the filler for the under eyes. I think it came out great. We filled the lateral portion of the tear troughs as well as the medial portion just to bring some more symmetry to the upper face and the mid face. However, you might notice that I have plenty of little entry points all over my face because we did little tweaks here and there as well. So I think I've drained every last bit of life out of this nurse for today since I've been here since, what, 2 o'clock?
Yes.
What time is that? 6:30? So we have been in here for quite a while. Anyway, final thoughts.
I think less is more, even though the time is actually more. We were chatting and we were doing other stuff, but definitely doing some tweaks here and there as your maintenance, besides your skincare regimen and your laser treatments to just kind of get that glow, get all the dead skin, just reveal that new skin. Overall, you have the results that you want. You know, you'll get there.
Yes, absolutely. So we did do the under eyes. We ended up doing a full syringe, which is 1 cc, and we did dilute that just a little bit. I tend to like my fillers diluted. She likes that for my skin also. Not everybody needs to dilute their filler, but we do dilute it just a little bit to make sure it's a little more fluid. And it's more of a less is more approach because we're putting in the same amount we would if it was undiluted. So by the time the dilution ratio of the saline dissipates, I'm left with even less of a filled appearance. So it's just something to help counteract being overfilled. Not that she would ever overfill me, but I like to do less is more.
Yeah, and I think like when you dilute a little bit of the product, it just makes it even sit on the skin much better.
I think so too.
It spreads much better.
Yeah, it's more of like putting a river underneath instead of like bulk.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But there are some areas that we didn't dilute where I had some shadowing and we went on bone where, you know, obviously you're not going to dilute in that scenario.
Yep.
So
you want to make sure it's precise. You have the right amount of volume there. So even out the cheeks and the lateral part of it. So
yeah.
More good.
So I'm obviously swollen and I have some healing to do, but overall I think my under eyes look a lot better because they were they needed some volume, man. Yeah, they really needed some volume.
It's actually really good because even now looking at you on this profile, it's lighter.
It's lighter.
It's
yeah,
dark,
the light
you know?
is bouncing off. It looks cohesive. It looks much better.
Transition from your lid cheek junction is actually much better now.
Yeah. And again, I mentioned earlier, like a lot of people always try to scare others into don't do under eye filler, but they're saying that because they come from having a bad experience. I've only done it one other time, granted, but I've never had a bad experience with Pam. My filler always comes out in a very positive manner. And if there's some asymmetry here or there, then she tweaks it and fixes it for me. So it's never a dire situation to where you need to cancel out an entire area to get filler done. It's more of make sure you have an experienced provider, make sure they know how to prescribe the proper filler, make sure that if your anatomy calls for it, a dilution ratio, that they know how to reconstitute that properly for your skin, which is exactly what we do. So we mix and she's like a wizard, man. She mixes and matches and makes spells and does things.
And then
yes, so
go.
it's a process. It's not a one and done. You need to hold hands with your provider over a period of time to get the look that you want to go for. A lot of times if you're going in and getting something done and you're doing it all in one day and they're just filling you up as much as possible, that's not an ideal solution.
No, my approach is looking as natural as possible. I want my patients to go out in the real world and their friends or their family would say, you look refreshed, you've got something done, but I can't put my finger to it. To me, that's my training. That's what I love to do. And obviously, if you look at my face, I don't want people to know what I've done. I want them to guess, and I want my patients to have the same.
Yes, absolutely. And there's some things that I don't mind that people can obviously see that it's been done, you know, given my age. I mean, obviously there's certain things on my face that should look a lot worse than they do. So I don't mind them being able to say, okay, you've obviously had something done, but I can't really see any demarcation or, you know, it looks transitional and cohesive. And that's, you know, obviously the whole thing. I love telling you guys and telling everybody what I've had done. It's not a secret. I'm not trying to hide it. I'll always be very transparent with you guys, but I don't want you to be able to look at me and be like, what the hell? You know, like, why did you do that?
He will never say like, I've never done this, I've never done that. No, he's done everything.
I've had it all done.
On the menu.
And I do have some people saying, oh, you look like you've done too much or this or that, but those are haters. Those are just haters. No, they might be onto something, but this is the look that I'm comfortable with. So at the end of the day, as long as I'm not harming myself or others, I don't care what other people think.
And he knows I will say no. I'm not afraid to say no. And I think that's very important, especially if your patients are starting to look overfilled, you know, too much stuff done, or their treatments are too close apart. I would definitely say no.
Absolutely. We'll just end on this, but I also think that I don't get filler done often by any means. So I usually let my filler dissipate almost entirely before I get refilled.
We don't put a lot. So.
We don't put a lot, which is also, I think, key to a good outcome. But I don't like layering filler on top of remnants of filler because I feel like if you're layering new filler on top of filler that's still biodegrading in the skin in pieces and here and there, it just over time starts to look lumpy, bumpy, or just asymmetrical. So I don't mind looking older during that duration of time where I'm letting it deplete almost completely, you know, to the point where you can't see any results. Rather, there might still be filler in there. Obviously, there's studies that have come out showing that filler lasts a lot longer than we originally thought. But as long as you can't really see the benefits of it, then I'm okay to go back in and get it redone.
Yep, that's how you should do it.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye.